Hey guys, it's MandaPanda, and today is Fan Custom Friday, where I pick one of my fans' custom OC ponies and I make it in real life on my channel. And this month's winner is Brightburst. She was mailed to me by Macy in Michigan. Brightburst loves the sunshine, loves playing games outside, and she's always very, very kind to every pony. Macy said that Brightburst is always bursting with bright colors and has a bright attitude. Well, she definitely sounds like my kind of pony. To make her, I am using Miss Cheerly, and I'm starting off by removing her cutie mark with some acetone. Brightburst is going to get all new hair, so we're going to have to remove Miss Cheerly's original hair. I'm using some very large scissors to cut off as much as I can, and then I'm going to go in with these itty bitty tiny scissors and cut the hair all the way down to the root. And there you go, all the hair is gone, but we still got to get all the root and the glue from the inside of the head. I'm going to try to pull the neck plug out with my pliers, but this one is like, wow, it's like stuck in there. This is not gonna come out. There's way too much glue in that neck plug, so I'm going to have to cut the neck plug out using an X-Acto knife. I'm going to make a series of little teeny tiny cuts all around the edge of the neck plug until I can just pull it right out, just like this. And using the X-Acto knife is dangerous work, so you might want to ask your parents' help if you're trying to do a custom using this method. So now I am using my long nose pliers and I'm reaching into the head and I am pulling out all those chunks of hair, and you're just going to repeat this over and over again until all the hair is gone and you end up with a bald pony head just like that one. And now we need to remove the tail. To remove the tail and put a new tail in, you have to remove this neck plug. And just like the head, this neck plug is really glued in there and it is not gonna come out no matter how much I try to pull it. So I just cut around the neck plug and I'm going to pop that out with my long nose pliers. And it's kind of stuck in there, so just kind of have to pull it a little bit and tear it. And there you go. And so you'll put the neck plugs to the side because we'll need them later. To make this easier, you should cut off most of the tail and grab those pliers one more time and you can pull out the rest. And make sure that you get the little metal washer that's on the inside because that might interfere later on when you're trying to put in the new tail. And you can just toss that because you're not going to need it anymore. To make Brightburst a very, very bright pink, I am going to be painting her with this folk art fluorescent glow acrylic paint. I saw it and I was like, oh my gosh, this is the perfect shade for Brightburst. I don't typically use acrylic paint. It's not my favorite medium to work with, but the shade was just gorgeous and I had to give it a shot. I don't know how many coats it's gonna take, but we'll see. So here's the first coat, and I'm not covering the eyes. There's the second coat, and it's still very patchy. You can see a lot of Miss Cheerly's dark pink coming through. There's the third coat, and 5 coats later, I was able to get that bright color, and you can see the color difference there. And I painted the body off camera, so now the pieces are ready to be fully customized. Brightburst has blue eyes. So I'm just taking some blue acrylic paint on a very fine brush and I'm gonna give her eyes 2 coats of paint to make them a gorgeous shade of light blue. That came out really nice. Now I'm just going to outline the eyes in black and then draw in her eyelashes. And that's all of the customization that's needed for the head. So after this, I'm going to move on to the cutie mark. That came out nice. So the cutie mark is like 2 little bursts of color. I mean, that's the best way to describe it. So I'm using a dotting tool, and I'm gonna go in with, I'm using acrylic paint here. I'm gonna go in and put in 2 dots as the center of the bursts, like that. And then using the same fine brush I used for the eyes, I'm gonna go in and paint those lines. So I'm gonna be using yellow, orange, and green. I really love the bright colors of this custom. It's so adorable. I love it. Super cute. And here's the cutie mark up close. It looks just like the painting that Macy sent in. Now that I have the head and the body fully customized, I'm going to seal it so that way none of the work gets scratched off. And now it's time for her hair. And look at these amazing colors. I have Electric Banana, which is a bright yellow, Sunset, which is like a fire orange, and Sour Apple Martini, which is a bright green. And I thought that those were the perfect shades to match Brightburst's hair. Her hair is 3 stripes of colors, but the pony's head actually only has 2 rows of holes. So I'm going in with my needle and I am manually putting in a 3rd row of holes right in the middle of the 2 existing ones. I'm starting off with Firebird, which is the bright orange color. I took a small section of hair, I folded it in half and then cut it. And I'm folding it in half one more time, and I'm going to cut that as well. And I'm going to be rehairing with strands of hair that are 1/4 of the length of the entire strand, and I do believe it's 36 inches. I'm going to use my rehairing tool to put all her new hair in. It's basically a needle with the prong at the end, and you just catch the hair right in the middle of the prong, and since it's sharp, you just find which hole you want that plug of hair to go into, press in, and voila, we have the first plug in. So you can see where it catches on the inside. You can see a little bit of that hair actually inside of the pony's head. And you're just going to repeat that process until all the hair's in. So I'm going to do 1 row orange, 1 row yellow, and then 1 row green, just like Brightburst. So cool. I love these really bright colors. They're so awesome. Very summery. I love it. Special announcement, little pandas. I am opening up Fan Custom Friday internationally. So as long as you have a valid mailing address, and if your pony gets selected for Fan Custom Friday, I will mail it to you. So stay tuned for the end of the video with all of the giveaway details. Now that I have all the hair in, I'm going to secure it in with some glue. So I'm using some fabric glue. I'm going to squirt it directly into the head and then use a Q-tip to distribute that glue inside. And once that completely dries, it'll anchor all that hair in the head. And it's time to give her her tail. I have strands of all 3 colors. I've secured them with a twist tie, and I'm going to insert that twist tie into the back, grab my pliers, reach in and find the twist tie and pull it out. Not all the way, you know, about halfway maybe. Remove the twist tie and replace it with a zip tie. And make sure that you secure the zip tie very well. Push it down really tightly so that way none of the hair gets loose and you can play with it with no problems. Then just cut off the excess at the end and pull the tail through, and as easy as that, the new tail's in and you can just trim it to your desired length. She came out cool. I'm gonna use some Gorilla Glue to glue the head back to the body. So here's the neck plug. I squeeze both pieces together, and here's the finished product. Here's Brightburst. She came out so cool. I think that cutie mark looks just like the one that Macy drew. The tri-colored hair is fabulous. I love it. Macy, I'll be mailing this out to you very, very soon. And if your custom wasn't selected this month, please don't be sad or upset. There's always next month. And if you want me to start doing these twice a month, give this video a thumbs up and I will try to make enough time. I love making these videos for you guys. I love seeing your drawings, so keep them coming. They are all amazing. Thank you so much for watching, little pandas. Stay tuned for the new updated giveaway details. Until next time, bye. Want to see your custom OC pony made in real life on Fan Custom Friday? It could happen. Submit a drawing of your OC pony along with a short story about him or her and be sure to include the OC's name. Once a month, I will choose one pony to create in real life on my channel. Anyone can enter no matter where you live. And it's completely free. I'll even mail you the finished pony as long as you have a valid mailing address. And I now ship worldwide, so it doesn't matter where you live. As long as I can ship there, you will get your OC if it's selected. And shipping is completely free also. Giveaway rules. You must be a subscriber to this channel. When you submit your OC drawing, please also send in your YouTube name so I can verify that you are indeed a subscriber. And if you're under 18, you must get your parents' permission before entering the giveaway, because if your OC is selected, I will need your address to mail it to you. There are 3 different ways to submit your OC pony. You can either message me on Facebook or comment on my Facebook page, facebook.com/MandaPanda Toy Collector. You can message me on Instagram at MandaPanda Toy Collector, or you can mail me your drawing and your story to MandaPanda, P.O. Box 65105, San Antonio, Texas 78265.